Hi my DIY friends, I'm so glad to have you here with me today. We're gonna do some fun crafting, and I also have lots of fun free printables for you as well. If you're new here, I wanna say welcome. My name is Shannon from TheDailyDIYer.com, and if you're not new, welcome back. I also wanna draw attention to my new glasses. I wanna thank Peepers for sponsoring today's video. It is finally summertime, so all of these projects today are in a 4th of July or red, white, and blue patriotic theme. And as I said, I do have tons of great free printables for you, so you can head down to the description box. You want to click that link, download those projects for free. You can follow along with me and craft with them, or you can use those printables however you want and create your own projects with them as well. Now let's go ahead and dive right into the very first project. All right, so let's get started with these super cute Bomb Pop printables. They come 6 on a page. I went ahead, printed mine out on some thicker cardstock, and then just taking regular scissors, and we're gonna cut these out by hand one by one. You can use these for so many different ideas and crafts. Get creative. We're gonna turn ours into a cute banner. You're also gonna need some popsicle sticks. You can find these at Dollar Tree. I'm gonna use some bigger sized popsicle sticks, the wider ones. You're also gonna need a pair of tin snips or some miter shears because we're gonna cut these in half. I love these tin snips. If you don't have them, grab some from Walmart the next time you're there. They're only $5. I'll also link them down in the description box below. They cut through popsicle sticks and thin metal like butter. We're gonna take some hot glue, add it to our popsicle stick, and then pop our Bomb Pop printable right on the popsicle stick. Now we're gonna punch a hole in the top of our popsicle using a regular hole punch. You can find these guys at Dollar Tree. They're super cheap, so helpful for making projects like this, especially paper crafting. And then we're basically just going to repeat this process over and over again to make a lot of these Bomb Pops. I printed off 2, so I made 12 of these popsicles total. It was so quick and easy to do. Now we need to hang these. So to do that, I grabbed some red and white baker's twine. I get mine from Amazon. I'll link it down below for you. We're just gonna cut a section off. We're gonna fold it in half, put the tails together, and then the other end with the loop. You're gonna feed that through the hole in your popsicle and then pull those tails through the loop and pull it tight to secure your string. Go ahead, repeat that for all of your popsicles. These would make such cute gift tags too, wouldn't they? But all I did here was add that string onto a string of wood beads. The wood beads already came on a string at Hobby Lobby. You just roll it off the roll, hung it up, tied on our popsicles. Such a cute little easy, simple, inexpensive banner. Our next printable is this one. It says, "Congrats, you're the bomb." I'm also including this printable along with the blank one. So if you want to add your own saying to the front, you absolutely can. Why does mine say, "Congrats, you're the bomb"? Well, because for my kiddos' last day of school, we always do something fun. And this year I did a Bomb Pop party. But like I said, you can always add your own personal custom saying to the front of this, maybe Happy 4th of July or something like that. But we're basically just trimming it down with a paper trimmer, cutting it to 5x7 size, and I'll show you what we're gonna do with that here in just a second. If you've been around a while, then you probably noticed a progression of me having to wear glasses more and more frequently, especially while I'm crafting. So when Peepers reached out and I checked out their website, I saw they had so many cute options to choose from, but not just reader glasses, they also have blue light focus glasses and some of the cutest sunglasses as well. All of their glasses are blue light blocking, which helps prevent eye strain, reduces headaches, and alleviates tired eyes. I love that each pair of their glasses comes with their own case too. I'm so impressed with the quality. The lenses have dual anti-scratch coating and the frames are ultra strong but lightweight polycarbonate, making for long-lasting glasses. Even better yet, most of their glasses are super affordable, coming in at a price point of only $29 each. With a 90-day return policy, you can't go wrong trying them out. I'm absolutely loving my new glasses, and if you guys want to check out Peepers, I have a great link. You can head down to the description box below or type in the link that I'm putting up on your screen for you right now. The first 100 of my Daily DIYer viewers will get 10% off their purchase. So thank you again to Peepers for sponsoring this video, but more so, thank you to my viewers who also take the time to go to the description box and click those links. That helps out my channel so much, and I so much appreciate you, and it also helps support this channel so I can continue bringing you these free tutorials. And now that we have our printable cut down to a 5x7 size, I just grabbed a frame from Dollar Tree. already 5x7 size. Put the printable in there, replace the backing like you would a normal picture, and we have an instant little cute art piece that is going to look so cute in our bomb pop party, which I will show you here shortly. But I also have another idea you can use with this printable. So instead of creating a 5x7 size, I cropped them down. You can do this too. One that was gonna fit a pre-made card that I had from Hobby Lobby, just a plain blank card. And I measured the card, scaled down the printable, made 2 print off at the same time, cut them down, and then I'm taking a tape runner here. I'll link these down in the description box below too. I always get questions about these. They are mess-free adhesive. You just put on the back of whatever paper item that you have, stick it right to the front of a card, and we have a cute custom card. I gave these to my kiddos on the last day of school with a gift card in them for some summertime ice cream. We just do things a little fun around here, and this was a simple, quick, easy way to surprise them. All right, so the next couple printables are from last year, but what I'm doing here is I am creating one link for you to be able to go to and actually find every single one of these free printables in the same folder, so you can pick and choose, or if you want all of them, you can have all of them. So if you missed out, guess what? You get a second chance here. We're gonna create some cute sparkler favors. These would be perfect for a backyard party, 4th of July party, and this is what the free printable looks like. It comes with several of these 4th of July logos on them, and we're also gonna take some cardstock here, cut it down to 2 inches wide by 8 inches tall. These are basically strips that we're gonna put the sparklers on to make the favors. So here's a few of them cut out. Now we're gonna come in with our paper trimmer again with our free printable. This is also printed on thicker cardstock to make it a little bit thicker and nicer for our favors. Literally just cutting them out in long strips. Then we're gonna come back and we're gonna layer a couple together to save us some time, and we're gonna cut them down a little bit on each side because they're a little bit too long if you just leave them long. You could also use scissors for this. You don't necessarily have to have a paper trimmer. So here's what they're gonna look like once you get them all cut down, and now we can start putting our favors together. So we're gonna take X-Acto knife and we're gonna cut a small slit in one end of our backing paper, the polka dot paper here, which is from Walmart if you're wondering, and we're gonna use that to insert 2 or more, if you want, sparklers up into that slit that's gonna hold our sparklers. And now we can add the decorative part. We're gonna do that with our tape runner. Use this earlier. Again, I will link this down below. We're gonna add a little bit onto the ends on the back side of our printable, and then we're just going to wrap those ends around to the back side, and that is all there is to it. It sounds like a lot and it's a mouthful to explain, but really when you're doing it, it's a strip of paper, insert your little sparklers in there, wrap the paper around, good to go. These are so cute to pass out to adults and to kids. I still like doing sparklers. I don't know about you, but I also want to throw in this little hack, sparkler hack. I've done this for years with my daughter. I like to say this every year if I can because it's kind of a nice safety feature. If you take a plastic cup and you take an X-Acto knife and pop a hole in the bottom of it and then insert your sparkler into that hole, your hand will fit up in there. It'll help protect your hand from getting any kind of sparks. So obviously this is a little bit dangerous, especially for little ones, but if you are watching them, keep it safe with the cup, it'll help. Again, wrapping this project up into this video. This is another free printable. Printed it out on some cardstock, but honestly this one you could probably just print out on some regular computer paper if you wanted to. This one is an 8x10 size, so this time I grabbed an 8x10 size picture frame from Dollar Tree. It's a cute blue and gold one, which I thought was very fitting for the theme. I just laid the paper on the back side, traced around, and then trimmed it off. You could use scissors instead of a paper trimmer here as well, just to cut your paper down to size so it'll fit inside your picture frame. You have an instant piece of art. It also helps to clean your glass too, because I always get fingerprints all over mine, it seems like. So clean your glass first, insert your picture, put the backing back on, and you are good to go for interchangeable picture frame that you can use year after year, throw something different into it. after the holidays. You could use it for Christmas time. You could put actual photos into it, but just wanted to give you this free printable too. If you appreciate the free printables, please make sure to hit that thumbs up button for me. That helps out my channel so much so I can continue bringing you these free tutorials. Now let's move on to some more Dollar Tree DIYs. This is a set of 2 bandanas you can get at Dollar Tree right now. It has a really nice flag bandana in it, and then this one that has the stars in the middle and the kind of gingham outside. It's a cute little set. They come pretty wrinkled and folded up, so it definitely helps to just iron these guys out. And I have a couple different ideas of how you can use these, but this makes the most cute, simple, easy, and affordable napkins for your 4th of July parties. Lay out your bandana, grab and pinch the middle, pull the ends up together, and then use one of these wood rings you can also get from Dollar Tree. Just slide that onto the center of your bandana, which is now a napkin, and it looks so cute in the center of a place setting. So here's the flag one, and then I also want to show you what it looked like with the other one that had the stars in the center. Only 75 cents each. I think it's a pretty good deal for some decorative napkins that is going to take a simple place setting up a notch. And I also like to use these as little backdrops. You can see it just adds a pop of color in different areas, like on picture frames, mantles, that kind of thing. Now let's make a beaded garland. This was a rainbow garland I got from Dollar Tree. I took it apart knowing that I would probably need a colored bead here and there, and I have. This is kind of what I have left over. We're gonna use some jute twine also from Dollar Tree. I love this stuff because it's thinner. It's probably 1 or 2 ply. It's very thin jute, but it's very strong too, and it works great when you need to feed beads onto some string. I'm using a yarn needle here and just picking out the red, white, and blue wood beads from this Dollar Tree garland, just using as many as I possibly could onto the jute, and then tied off one end and cut the other end off. I love the light blue color on this. It just gives you that bomb pop vibe. So cute instead of the traditional navy blue. Now we're gonna make a tassel. We're gonna use our red and white baker's twine that I featured earlier. It's so good for so many different holidays. Valentine's Day, Christmas, and of course here, 4th of July. So I'll link this down in the description box below for you too. Great craft item to keep on hand. I just wrapped that twine around a piece of cardboard lots and lots of times. Took another piece of that same string, tucked it underneath the loops, and then pulled it to the top, tied that a few times. Make sure your string is a little bit long at the top because we're going to use that to tie onto our garland. Go ahead now, slip your loops off of the cardboard. Now we need to tie up the top of the tassel. So we're going to tie another knot with our same baker's twine here and wrap that towards the top of the tassel. Tie those tails in a knot to secure it, and then cut off any excess on those tails. So we basically have a cute little tassel now, except for we need to cut those loops off the bottom. So you just take your scissors, fit them right into the loops, trim them so they're now loose, and then we need to also trim it down a little bit so all the tails are the same length all the way around. Turns out pretty cute, doesn't it? I love the red and white look. Now we are going to take those longer tails that I told you to keep long at the top, and we're going to tie those directly onto the jute at the end of our beaded garland. Now let's add a little bit more of a 4th of July vibe with these wood stars. I just grabbed these at Christmas time, so there's a tip and trick. If you see stars at Christmas time, grab them from Dollar Tree, hold on to them because they are perfect for the 4th of July. I'm going to show you this project finished in just a minute because we're going to put together a tiered tray set, and the next project is going to feature this wood house shape from Dollar Tree. We're going to update it with a United States wood piece. This is my new laser and cutting machine. It's my M1. I'll link it down below. I'm not going to go into detail of how it works or anything, but I did want to put this project in here because it's a Dollar Tree wood item, and I want to show you how I actually made this instead of just throwing it on the tray and you wondering where it came from. So I just cut out this wood United States shape with my M1, and then I'm going to hot glue that onto the front of this Dollar Tree wood house. Super duper easy. And then I also used my M1 to cut out some bomb pops. I know, you guys, isn't this cute? I'm so obsessed with this machine. It cuts, it lasers, it engraves, it does vinyl, it does leather, it does like everything. But anyway, I said I'm not going to go into it, but I did want to throw this project in there because it was exciting for me, and it comes together with this wood tray. And of course these bomb pops needed some color, so I'm just using my chalk markers and my paint pens to add in the red, white, and blue to just really finish off this bomb pop theme and vibe. I'll show you that finished here in just a minute. Back to Dollar Tree. These green vases are a brand new item that Dollar Tree is carrying. I love them. Didn't love the color, so came in with my white chalk paint. It did take about 3 coats for this to get completely covered, but now they are white and the perfect size to add into my mini tier tray, which is a Target dollar spot find. The galvanized metal star is from Dollar Tree. This is Dollar Tree jute and rope wrapped around a Dollar Tree styrofoam. Just added that into my tray for a little bit of a nautical, but still 4th of July look. Added those cute bomb pops. Are they not adorable? Added these white vases that we just spray painted, and to fill in, we are going to put some of those sparklers into one of the vases, and then the other vase, I added some blue, red, and white paper straws, also from Dollar Tree. Pop those into the tray. Next up is the wood house that we put right on the top, front and center. And the last piece that just pulls it all together is our beaded garland that just turned out so cute. Tucked that into the top. I love these mini trays versus the large ones because you can put, I still feel like you can put plenty of variety of items in there. Switch them out for the different holidays and seasons, but you don't have to have a big investment of items or a big collection of items for each holiday and season. You can just kind of tuck inexpensive things, little things that you make in there, here and there, and it just comes together and is so cute. This whole thing just made me so happy. I also wanted to draw your attention to the background. You can see that's one of the bandanas from Dollar Tree. So as I said, it makes a great backdrop or background for a vignette. You can also lay it on a table and it makes a nice little accent piece for a table space. This is part of our bomb pop party at our last day of school parties. We had bomb pops and some fun sodas, and this was just a cute little thing I threw together. So fun. Next, I wanted to throw in some of my all-time favorite 4th of July items in case you missed them. This one is so quick and easy. This is a table runner from the Target dollar spot, and we're going to dress it up with some stars. So I found this metal star at Dollar Tree. We're going to use it as a template. So it's as easy as just laying it down on a piece of blue cardstock and running our pencil around the edges and taking regular scissors and cutting them out. Now, if you have a vinyl machine, you can just cut stars out with your Cricut or something like that too. That works too. If you don't have a vinyl machine, grab out your scissors and cut out some simple star shapes like this one. And then it's so easy, just lay these on top of your table runner and you have an instant 4th of July vibed tablescape. I love red and white because, like I said, it's great for Christmas time, great for Valentine's Day, great for 4th of July. So you can switch these paper things out for different holidays and seasons and use the same table runner. This was a fun banner I found at the Target dollar spot. It was only $3. If you can't find it, you can actually just find bandanas. You can use old jeans, cut out little half circles, and then wrap them over some jute or twine. And that way you kind of get the same look and vibe without having to hunt down this specific banner. I did have to take a few off this one because there was too many. Scaled it down to size so it fit on my fireplace. And then we're going to dress it up with something so simple. That is stickers from Dollar Tree. If you can't find these at Dollar Tree, you can find these at all the different craft stores, letter stickers. We're using black ones here. Now, I just wrote Happy 4th on mine, but I didn't have any number stickers. So guess what? I had to get creative and I had to start just cutting apart different letters. So that way I could kind of custom create my own 4th is what it's going to say. But again, if you don't want to do this, you can also use your Cricut machine. If you have a vinyl machine, you can cut out all the letters and the numbers that you need with some black vinyl, and that would work too. I love banners. They are so quick and easy to make. They make a big statement once you get them hung up, and then they fold flat and store away so you can store them year after year and they don't take up a ton of space. So I love banners and I make tons of them. I have another one coming, so stay tuned for that one. But now we're gonna make a flag out of one of these wood boxes. These are the wood boxes that have the wood drawers in them from Dollar Tree. So technically you could get 2 flags out of one. One would just be a little bit smaller. And to make a flag, we're gonna paint the entire thing with some white chalk paint, let that dry, and then we're gonna come in with some blue chalk paint to create the field for our stars. So here's a little bit of a tip visually, and I was creating some invisible lines to create 4 equal sized squares on this flag or on this square. That way I would have sort of an equal sized square up in that top left corner. I used my foam paintbrush to help create some straight lines, or as straight a lines as I could get. Let that dry, and then we're gonna come in with a angled paintbrush to give us some straight lines for our red and white stripes. Now, if you have one of those wood stars from Dollar Tree that I showed you earlier, you could paint that white and then just glue that on up in this top corner. But if not, take a paintbrush like I'm doing here and just paint on your white star. And of course you can leave it as is, or if you want to give it a more roughed up and farmhousey look, take a sanding block that you can also find at Dollar Tree and then just go around all of the edges, kind of rough it up, make it have a more aged look. I think this turned out just darling, but I decided to not leave well enough alone. We're also going to add a bow to this. This is some burlap ribbon, wired ribbon from Dollar Tree. I'm just creating a small bow for the top, creating a loop. We're gonna gather the middles together so that way we have equal sized loops on each side, and then we're going to pinch the middle together. Take your jute, wrap it around the center a few times before tying a knot, and that'll secure your bow into place. Trim off the tails, and then you can use some hot glue to attach this onto the top of your wood block. And as always, you want to fluff those loops up. That is what is going to give your bow some life, and they don't look kind of smushed and weird looking. So always fluff your bows, especially if you have wire ribbon, that's gonna help them stay fluffy. So how cute is this? Just kind of a tiny little flag you can tuck in somewhere, but this would also be so perfect in one of those small tiered tray vignettes. Now, I told you I had another banner idea, but did you think that I would actually be making a banner out of kitchen towels? Sure enough, you can find these towels with the barbecue section at Dollar Tree. We're gonna use some of this jute and also a yarn needle to help us put this all together. But first, we need to cut down our towels, and we're gonna cut them into triangle shapes. So what I did is I just figured out a good triangle shape with a template, just a piece of scrap paper, cut it in half, cut a point, so that way I would have equal sized triangles for my banner pieces all the way down. So I did fold my towel over lengthwise, so that way I could also cut 2 triangles at one time. That is also a great tip that is going to save you a ton of time having to cut tons of triangles. You'll double your amount and half the time. So I did this with a red towel and a blue towel, but obviously you could do this for any holiday in season. If you wanted to, just swap out your towels. So I cut 4 out of each color. I probably could have got a lot more out of the towels though. So just depending on the size of the banner that you need, cut as many triangles as you need for your length. Now to put this together, we're gonna take our jute and our yarn needle and feed it from the front of the triangle to the back side. And then we're gonna feed the needle back from the back to the front side. That's gonna put the string on the back side of our banner so you don't see it. So we're gonna go ahead and repeat this process, alternating colors, so we have a red-blue pattern until we get all of our triangles strung onto the string. I don't think this looks too bad for being towels that we only need to purchase 2 of. So $2.50 for a really cute banner that is so easy that anyone can make. Now I know you can find lots of 4th of July in the seasonal section at Dollar Tree, but keep your eye out for things that are red, white, and blue in other sections too, like their sand and vase fillers. So they had some blue kind of gemstone-y things, and they had red and white sand. I thought it'd be the perfect combination to layer together in one of Dollar Tree cylinder vases to get a really easy centerpiece that you could use indoors or out. So we're going to start with the red, of course, and then we're going to layer the white in between and put the blue on top. Grab a candle, stick it down inside. You could do an LED candle if you wanted to. You could do a regular candle, or even a citronella one would be perfect if you're going to be outside to help keep those bugs away, but takes no time at all. You get the 4th of July vibe, make some pretty ambiance outside, and if you do the bug repellent, you even get that added bonus too. Next up is a quick and easy flag sign. I love the flags from Dollar Tree. I feel like I get them every year because I can never get enough of them. And we're gonna use a Dollar Tree flat board canvas. I believe this is an 11 by 14 size, and we're gonna cover it with some muslin fabric. I just kind of laid it out flat, cut it down to size, and then we're gonna use some hot glue to go around the edges and wrap this canvas board with the fabric. It's gonna give it kind of an aged look, and it's also gonna give it kind of a farmhousey look too, in a quick step by just adding that sort of off-white muslin fabric. Make sure to cut off any excess fabric so it's not folded over and popping out the sides or anything. And then once you flip it over, you have a nice sort of re-canvassed canvas. I love the aging effect in this fabric. Now we're gonna add a flag. So this, of course, is a flag from, I'm pretty sure, Dollar Tree, but if not Dollar Tree, probably a craft store or something, and they're usually around $1. So we're gonna take this off carefully from the wood stick. It just had some staples in it. Keep the stick, you never know, you could use that as a dowel rod for something. And we're gonna stretch this out. It definitely helps to use an iron this out too, and get out any of the wrinkles or creases. And then just use some hot glue and carefully lay this out across the front of your canvas. As you can see, this was so quick and easy, but look what a grand effect this has. I love this little vignette I set up. It would be so cute on a mantle, fireplace, and an entryway. I just kind of like the aged look of this. Kind of has that classic Americana look. And I also love that this board stores flat, so it's easy to put away for the next season. Speaking of canvas, you can find these canvas tote bags at Dollar Tree too, but we're going to turn ours into a pillow, and it is so easy to do that. We're going to take a ruler and our rotary cutter, and we're going to cut the top of this bag off. You can see where it folds over and there's a seam at the top. Just cut that off completely with those straps. And basically now, and I guess I should also mention the rotary cutters from Dollar Tree too. Dollar Tree's just coming in with all the great tools now. Now we have basically a pillow form or pillowcase, but we're going to decorate it up. So I'm using some heat transfer vinyl here. If you don't have heat transfer vinyl, grab some fabric paint pens, grab some fabric paint and a paintbrush, and you can kind of create your own design on canvas that way. If you have a vinyl machine, grab some HTV and find a cute design. I'm gonna double mine up and do 2 different colors. I found this design in Cricut Design Space, and it is so easy to do heat transfer vinyl. I just like to put a flour sack towel over my design, and then I'm using my easy press to press this down, but don't feel like you have to have one of those too. A regular iron works. It just doesn't have all the fancy buttons and things, but it still will heat up hot enough To transfer, heat transfer onto fabric, you just peel off the plastic top and you're left with a cute design. I'm also going to add some red in here in the middle, just letting this kind of do its thing. Let it cool off completely though before you remove that plastic so that your image will stay on the fabric. Here is that cute design I ended up, and now we need to stuff our pillow. Here's a hack. Go to Walmart, grab their cheapest pillow, and use that instead of the stuffing that you get in the craft section. It's gonna save you a ton of money. This pillow was only $3.44 in my Walmart versus, I don't even know how much it is in the craft section, probably double that. And then you can sew it up if you want, but I am not a fan of sewing, so I use fabric glue sticks. And if you didn't know about those and you don't like sewing, get yourself some. I'll link them down below. Easy way to seam up this pillow. Now we're going to use that same fabric hot glue and add some of this trim around the edges, which is also from Dollar Tree. And you saw it also in the tiered tray that I wrapped around a styrofoam ball. It's a fun way to kind of tie your looks together when you're using the same elements here and there. It just pulls your look together. So I just went all the way around the edge and the seam of this pillow to give it that decorative edging. Can you believe this used to be a tote bag? I feel like that is so cool to have such a different look with something that was only $1.25. Now let's make a candle holder. This is one of the garden signs that you can get at Dollar Tree. We're gonna cut the God Bless America off, but save that because obviously you could use that as a stencil. If you don't have a vinyl machine, you can use that for cutting things out or writing things on. But let's get back to the candle maker. Let's cut the red part of this flower off. We're gonna keep the white and the blue as it is. We're gonna hammer down the center, and we are going to then attach these all together using some double-sided permanent tape. I'll link this down below too. This is great if you don't want a big mess, if you don't want to use adhesives, but you want a permanent fix, this is the way to go. So we're pushing that all together, and then we are going to add another strip of this permanent tape to the middle, put a glass votive on top, that is also from Dollar Tree, and then to add some extra interest, we're going to take some pliers and kind of fold up some of the petals on the flowers to give them a little bit more volume, make it look a little bit more custom instead of just being a flat flower. Then you can go ahead and add whatever you want to the inside of your votive holder, probably a candle, probably some kind of rock to go in the bottom. Sand would work too. And just a quick and easy way to add a little bit of color to a everyday votive glass candle holder. And up next, we're going to use another one of those flags from Dollar Tree, except this time we are going to take the ball off the top, take our miter shears, cut down the stick. We're going to leave a little bit on the end though, and instead of it being on a stick, we're going to make it hang with some of this red twisted jute from Dollar Tree as well. I love that they have new cool things sometimes. We're gonna add a little bit of hot glue onto the stick and then tie a knot of the jute onto the stick. That's gonna help hold it on for us, kind of measure it up a little bit, add some more glue to the other side of the stick, tie the jute onto the glue and onto the stick, and then trim off any excess tails. That was so quick, simple, and easy. This would be cute on a door or like I have here hanging from a frame. Get creative with it, just kind of a quick and easy DIY. I would love to know which one of these projects was your favorite. Let me know down in the comments below. Hit that thumbs up button. Also, check out the link that I have for peepers down below. Get yourself some new cute glasses. You deserve it. And I want to thank you all so much for joining me today. I will see you in the next one. Have a creative day.